If this message has found its way to you, it is not by chance. It has arrived precisely on time, guided to your screen not for the woman you pretend to be, the one who is polished and perfect and has all the answers, but for the woman you are right now. In this exact, tender, and perhaps tired moment. This is a message for the soul that has been whispering for a moment of quiet, a moment of truth. It is for the heart that has been aching in the silence of an empty home, for the spirit that has been running on fumes after decades of giving to everyone else, for the woman who looks in the mirror and asks, "Who am I now?" You have been carrying the weight of 100 different worlds on your shoulders, the world of your family, your career, your past, and all the futures you were told you should want. And I want to say this with all the softness and all the strength that your own spirit holds. You are not behind. You are not failing. And you are most certainly not broken. The exhaustion you feel is not a sign of weakness. It is the holy cry of a soul ready to come home. The confusion is not a dead end. It is the stirring of a deeper wisdom, an ancient part of you that is ready to awaken. This pain, this ache, this feeling of being utterly lost is not a punishment. It is a sacred invitation, a golden key being placed gently into your hand, an offering to finally set down the burdens that were never truly yours to carry. You have been waiting for a sign, a whisper of permission. Consider this that sign. Consider this your permission to simply be. Your journey is sacred. If this message resonates with a truth in your own heart, honor it in the comments below. I am here to bear witness to your story. So let us begin, right here. Take a breath. Not a shallow one. Not the kind you take when you're rushing from one task to the next. But a deep, belly-filling breath that reaches all the way down to the places you've been holding tight for years. Let it be a breath of surrender. And as you exhale, I want you to give yourself permission, just for this moment, to let your shoulders drop. Feel them release from their station up by your ears, where they have been standing guard, ready for the next battle, the next demand, the next disappointment. For once, you do not have to fight. You do not have to prove. You do not have to earn your place. The world, in its loud and frantic way, has taught you a different story, hasn't it? It taught you to hustle for your worthiness. It handed you a checklist at birth. Be a good daughter, a perfect student, a desirable partner, a selfless mother, a successful professional. It taught you to chase approval, to chase security, to chase validation in the eyes of others, to chase a version of love that always seemed to be just outside your grasp. It taught you to look at your sacred self as a project to be fixed, polished, and perfected, just to feel worthy of taking up space. But that is the great illusion. That is the story that has kept you running, breathless and weary. The deepest truth, the one your soul has never forgotten, is this: you were never, ever meant to chase a single thing. Because everything you have been seeking outside of yourself already lives within you. There is a part of your being, a core of light, that has never been touched by fear. It has never been stained by a single failure. It has never been diminished by betrayal or heartbreak. It is the eternal, unshakable you. This is the you that existed before the world started handing you its labels and its expectations. This is the you that quietly watches your thoughts drift by like clouds in the sky. The worries, the anxieties, the regrets, the sadness. But it is not made of them. It is the sky, not the storm. That version of you, the truest you, has always been sovereign. It has always been whole. It has always been free. And the path to remembering this freedom isn't found in fixing yourself, because you were never broken to begin with. The path is surrender. It is the gentle, courageous act of letting go of the exhausting illusion that you were ever anything less than holy. Have you felt this too? this quiet knowing beneath all the noise? Your heart knows this truth. If your heart feels heavy right now, if the tears are close to the surface, I want you to hear this with every cell in your body. It is okay. It is okay to weep for the years you spent trying to be small. It is okay to feel lost in the space between who you were and who you are becoming. It is okay to not have the answers mapped out. Because this, all of this, even the grief, even the uncertainty, is the sacred landscape of your awakening. It is the soil from which your next chapter will bloom. You have been so incredibly strong, for so very long. You have carried burdens that were not yours. You have absorbed the pain of others. You have held your family together with the sheer force of your will. You have hidden an ocean of tears behind a brave and tired smile. But the time for that kind of strength is ending. A new strength is being born in you now. The strength to be soft, the strength to be vulnerable, the strength to receive, the strength to set yourself free. But this isn't the whole story. Not yet. In a moment, I'll share the shift that turns this pain into peace. You see, you were not put on this earth merely to survive the journey. You were not meant to simply endure, to check off the days, to numb yourself to the ache. You were meant to experience this life in all of its messy, beautiful, and wild fullness. Not trapped by the ghosts of your past, not frozen by the anxieties of a future that hasn't happened, but fully, vibrantly alive in the only moment that ever truly exists, right now. Alive with a joy that doesn't depend on perfect circumstances. Alive with a peace that transcends understanding, a peace that doesn't need to be explained or justified. Alive with a love that begins and ends in the sanctuary of your own heart. This is the great homecoming. When you finally stop fighting the current of your own life, when you stop resisting the seasons of your soul, when you stop believing that some person, some achievement, some external thing will finally be the thing that saves you or completes you, you return home. You return home to yourself. And in that sacred inner home, there is no shame. There is no guilt that can survive in its light. There is no judgment from the past. There is only space. There is only stillness. There is only your own unwavering truth. If this touches you, stay with me. You do not need to figure out the next 10 years today. You do not need to rush your healing to fit someone else's timeline. You do not need to perform wellness or pretend you are okay when you are not. Your only task, your only sacred duty in this moment, is to do one thing: to simply be here, to breathe, to let this message be a soft place for you to land. Let it hold you. Let it remind you of the truth your soul has been whispering all along. You are not your mistakes. You are not your trauma. You are not the critical voice in your head. You are the eternal, undimmable light that lives and breathes beneath it all. You are the silent observer. You are the soul. You are the vast, loving awareness that is witnessing your own becoming. And that light, that awareness, has never left you. Not for a single second. It has been there in the darkest nights, in the moments of deepest despair, in the years of confusion. It has been waiting patiently for you to turn your gaze inward and remember. So from this day forward, from this breath onward, let us make a new choice. Let us choose peace, not because the world outside is peaceful, not because every problem has been solved, but because you are remembering who you truly are. Your suffering begins to end not when the external pain disappears, but when you stop believing the story that the pain means you are unworthy, or that your struggle means you are being punished. That is the old story. The new story, the true story, is this: you are not broken. You are only and always becoming. You know another woman who is walking this same path in silence. Share this message with her not just as a video, but as a quiet offering of understanding, from one lighthouse to another. And so, in the stillness of this moment, let these words become your own prayer, your own devotional, your own sacred ritual of remembrance. Find a comfortable position. Gently close your eyes if you feel safe to do so, and let my words wash over you. Place a hand on your heart and feel the gentle, steady rhythm beneath your palm. That is the rhythm of life itself. That is the rhythm of the divine. Let us pray. To the great and loving presence that holds me now, the source of all that I am, I open my heart. I release the need to be strong for everyone else. Today, I choose to be strong for myself by being soft, by being tender. I lay down the armor I have worn for so long. It has served me. It has protected me. But I see now that it has also kept me from my own heart. I let it fall away. I forgive myself for the years I spent believing I was broken. I forgive myself for looking for my worth in places it could never be found, in the approval of others, in my achievements, in my productivity. I see now that my worth is not something to be earned. It is my birthright. It is inherent, unshakable, and eternal. I call back all the pieces of myself I have left behind in old relationships, in past failures, in moments of shame. I call them home now, not with judgment, but with unconditional love and compassion. I welcome them back into the sanctuary of my soul. I release the story that I am behind. I surrender to the perfect and divine timing of my own life. I trust the unfolding. I trust the delays. I trust the detours. I trust that I am exactly where I need to be, learning exactly what I need to learn. I release the heavy burden of the past. I honor its lessons. I acknowledge its pain, but I no longer allow it to define my present or my future. I unchain myself from regret. I am free. I release the anxious grip on the future. I let go of the need to control every outcome. I place my trust in the wisdom of life itself, a wisdom far greater than my own. I surrender my plans to a higher plan. I am open. I am willing. I am guided. In this moment, I give myself permission to feel. To feel the grief. To feel the joy. To feel the peace. To feel the ache. I will not numb myself anymore. I will not run from myself anymore. My feelings are sacred messengers, and I will listen to their wisdom with kindness. I affirm that I am the light that lives beneath it all. I am the observer of my thoughts, not their captive. I am the sky, vast and open, and my emotions are the weather, passing through. I am not the storm. I am the peace that holds the storm. I am worthy of rest. I am worthy of peace. I am worthy of a love that is gentle and true, starting with the love I give to myself. I am enough. Right now, exactly as I am. I have always been enough. I will always be enough. And so it is. Amen. Slowly, gently, when you are ready, bring your awareness back to your body. Feel the ground beneath you, supporting you. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Take one more deep, cleansing breath, and as you exhale, let a small, soft smile grace your lips. The journey back home to yourself is not a single dramatic event. It is a series of quiet moments, just like this one. It is a choice, made again and again, to meet yourself with compassion instead of criticism, to choose peace over panic, to remember your light, especially when you are surrounded by shadow. The loop you have been caught in, the cycle of striving and burnout, can end here. It ends the moment you remember that you were never broken. You were only, and always, becoming. The woman who started this video is not the same one who is finishing it. A shift has occurred. A seed of remembrance has been watered. Carry the peace of this moment with you into the rest of your day, into the rest of your week. Let it be your anchor. Let it be your truth. You are not alone on this path. We are all just walking each other home. If your soul is calling for a consistent place of peace and remembrance, I invite you to subscribe and join our sanctuary. You don't have to walk this path alone. You are welcome here.